Yeah, yeah. You may come.
Lovely artifacts.
We may start at the statues right here. We have these are original statues by Imperials. They have been
Ah.
giving out to some people as they would you like them as inspiration. And
Mm.
we can
Oh,
start
this is
with
nice.
the Golden Mermaid, the crown possession of Captain Crayfish. Uh, it was used on many of his ships as a mast. What was it?
Mm.
Mast figure? What is it called
I
again?
think it's a figurehead or something. I
Yes, a
think,
figurehead.
or something along what it is.
Next up, we have
Mm.
the
Tell me about the
gold.
statue here.
This statue here is a strange relic we've gotten from a strange land called Pine Shade. It seems
Ah.
to be some kind of rat mutant that's completely turned to gold.
Ah. I see.
This right here is by the works of the great Mason himself, Wally. He calls this work the rabbit.
I see a very wide one at that. Bloody hell.
This statue right
That
here,
one's eating a few carrots.
this statue right here we gathered from a dwarven, old dwarven ruin, and it is made by the great Mason Rinalu was their name.
Hmm. I see.
This
That
is
I haven't
another
heard of
relic that
before.
we've collected from this strange land of Pine Shade. It is an ancient enchanting angels of sorts
Hmm.
made by the wizard Alec, or as they
I
were
I
calling
think I
themselves.
may have some connections into research about the statue.
This right here
Hey.
is another work by the great Mason Wali, and it is simply put in words called peak performance. And this right here
Indeed.
we have captured from old ancient scorch rock ruins in pristine conditions. Some say the builder of this was an Ashami called Epically Omega.
I see.
And here we have a original Phoenix statue, one of the very last ones to ever exist, made by the great Spencer, one of
Hmm.
the greatest
Hmm.
shipwrights of all of time, some would
I
say.
have heard of them.
This is a shrine slash statue to an angel made by the greatest artisans of all the lands, Kukan.
Yes, I remember. This has
Hmm.
very large hints of Kukonian architecture.
Yes, and these
I
are also half Kukonian and made by another artisan named Nubi. Quite a strange
Very
name,
nice.
I'd say.
See.
We don't have a name for this exact statue, but it is made by Nubi player, as they are known.
And
And
for
of
its
course,
source of wine, it seems.
we cannot forget about this thing we
Ah,
found in an old shipwreck, the Bemye statue. We have restored it to its pristine condition. Nobody
yes, I've
knows the
heard of them.
origins of this. Some may say that these are natives of Scorch Rock.
Aye. They're scary ones, I will say. Quite
We
scary.
can move on to the
Like yokai.
Imperial records.
Are there
We have the original.
are there any like secrets that are like needing to
No,
be
no, no.
censored?
There is the no. There is the original Pine Vassal Treaty written by the ruler of Stormhold
Huh.
himself, Eddard Dane. And we also have the most of these the texts are all originals, the pages are all originals, but we had to um, remake the covers for the books.
Uh,
These are all originals, most of them written by Eddard Dane, and
I
some of these
see.
are written by different people too. We got one from the great archivist, the Sweet Strawberry, transcribed from a meeting with the great Ashami warlord of the time. These are some um, these are some relics from a Viking village up in Pine Breeze that was once existed but now abandoned mostly. The author seems to be named Sloxism.
Hmm.
Over here we
Interesting.
have another strange book made by the same wizard we've met.
Is that the same face as the angel?
It might be.
It looks
This book right here was gifted to us later on by the Sweet Strawberry.
Hmm.
We do not know what the fuck it is. It's just- but this book right here is a finely crafted original by the Sweet Strawberry. It's
Looks
a
like you did curse
beautiful.
me.
It is a beautiful book we found in a cursed shrine.
Oh.
We have to
The eye
sacrifice
changes
a
depending on the
few
day.
lives. hmm
It
And
changes.
here we have some original book titles, both from the Kame House. Some of these are from Woof Woof. And over here, all these right here are originals from the Stormhold Library, exact originals. The book covers have been changed, but the titles are all the same.
Is this smut? The lusty Argonian
We do
maid.
not speak of those. Those are imperial records. We cannot read those.
Oh.
This is the Dwarven Book of Grudges, but we removed the pages as they were 1,000 parts each, and they said nothing. Chop chop.
I don't know how you manage that. How do you manage that? 10,000 parts per page and not a single word written.
That is a heavy fucking book.
I think actually the book in total was like 3,000 bricks. So
Oh.
Good
Jesus
lord.
this is a strange scroll we found within the Stormholdian library too.
Oh.
Yeah.
We do not know where their origins are from. This is a native rat inscribed tablet that
I see.
the Stormholdian library held, but the origins is it's very iffy, and it's not very well known where it originally comes from. Some say it's early on in Sunsokian history, where the rats were first.
Wait! Before you go, yeah, look
Aye.
at some of these book titles over here.
The furry.
I don't
These
want to
are
step on the
original.
book.
These are original by
It's a bit-
Or a
Saturday.
stronghold. See, it says Farland over here. A Farland.
These are
I've heard
these
of
these are original Stormholdian books. I would please do not step on them.
the
Well, you
Land of
can't
the
really see
Republic.
what
Well,
they
I've
say.
heard of that one. I've heard
Oh
of the Land
my.
of the.
Okay, you turn them all facing up.
No.
Yeah, it's because my neck's beginning to hurt.
We can move on to. Oh, this is a
No,
this is a fine
don't
piece.
sit there.
This is a fine piece right here. This is the original Rat King crown from the Stormholdian library.
Oh,
Oh.
this is what you spoke of.
Yes,
Nice.
this is the actual Stormholdian rat crown that was actually given to the Stormholdian ruler at the time by the Emperor Rat King, who took over after the Emperor disappeared. After that, the title of
see.
Emperor was given down to Eddard Dane, and then the title was totally lost to history after that. From here, we can look at the great dwarven throne that we were able to carry all the way over here.
That is
Uh,
quite
made
heavy.
Quite heavy.
A few lives were
made
lost.
a few Kieran workers were crushed, but that is
Yeah.
how it's supposed to be.
The blood
So
just
it's
made
made-
sure that the bottom wouldn't be scratched.
Yeah, this is made by Anarchy Boxes, the guy right here. This is an holy shit. Your mic is so dog shit, dude. Your mic is so
TV radio.
Christ.
This is the original
Pick up
Stormholdian
that can.
throne. This is actually the original Stormholdian throne. We were able to restore a little bit of it, as some parts were very inefficient.
Nice
So we
see.
had to fix it up a little bit, but this is the exact one. This
Incredible.
one is of a certain Kieran we will not speak of.
I wonder where the bones went.
And this is the what's this? This is made by Archidon, right? What was the title of
Yeah.
this?
The Game of
I don't.
Thrones.
It's a throne.
It's the throne.
Didn't this
yes.
appear in the trailer?
I believe so. These are some gallows made by Owali and some other equipment made by Owali here. This right here is an
Oh, isn't this the
original
one where the
barbaric.
caked up guy was hung?
Yes, it is. we were not
Amazing.
allowed to keep the body apparently, so
Aww.
this is the barbaric orc statue that was originally going to be at Backwater Bog, but we do not know how that's going. This right here is a piece of Dino-Tastic's mech. A original piece of Dino-Tastic's mech that we
Twice.
have laying around. We have no idea what these inscriptions mean at all, but they if anybody knows, let us know.
I could possibly
Ah.
get some
Inscription.
scribes.
He made
Uh,
language, so I know that.
What?
So over here we
doesn't-
can look at the art pieces that the Imperium has collected. We
Why?
have some actual Kieran art pieces.
Oh.
We have the frog by, you can see even the palette is still here. This is an original.
Bloody hell.
We have a portrait of the Rat King himself, the Rat Warlord. After he got burnt by a crisp and put back together. And then you have the Kieran Father up here by Crispix. We have Corey by Kimiko himself. We have Captain Crayfish's father, the Captain Crawfish Red. You have a little bit of backstory there. We have the Pine Shadian King, the ruler himself, by Olendrium is his name. I probably mispronounced that, but at the top we have a original by Ananame, which is quite a rare build. You don't see their builds around anymore, but these.
I like
These
how
are
they
some
did the
original.
gradient. Look at the gradient here. This individual
Oh,
box.
oh my god.
Oh god, I didn't even realize that. Holy moly.
Yeah, these are blood, sweat, and like shit and everything in that, bro. There was
Good
a lot of
lord.
work.
Well, there's the King of Pine Shade.
Yeah, here is originals by Gikibine, as the Emperor requested himself that I should collect these, as he quite enjoyed.
My favorite
Demanded,
is Stephen
not
Hawking's
requested.
right here. You really nailed his teeth and mouth.
Indeed.
We have
Well,
some
I want to
artworks
get more
by.
the-
We have some artworks by Slock. You can see all of these. There's not any specific names for these, but they are very beautiful and they are very interesting to look at. They're all very.
Very.
These are the Kukan Festival's original carnival posters. We have them saved, and of course, an original by Captain Crayfish Red. I don't think I have to explain that one.
It's a portrait.
Over here, we have the flags that we have collected throughout time. We have the Pine Shade flag. We have the original pirate flag and the Dreadwake flag. Kimiko, are you here?
Yeah, no, I'm free cam.
Okay,
Yeah, some
we
of them are
have
quite high up.
we have the clan Thick Skull original clans. They had 3 different flags.
A lot of
Uh,
skulls
one was for-
here.
Yeah, one for peacetime, one for war, and one for
Damn it.
I think I went for neutrality. And we also have the Goblin tribes up there. Kimiko might recognize those.
The Guare, Smart Boys, Goblin Queen, Common Folk, and the Crumpen tribes.
And this is a original piece by the Orcs from Olaf. Sorry, my brain is fucked. I'm tired. This is an original piece by Olaf, one of his few original banners that he still has. Stormholdian
Beautiful.
banner. We have a Fennec banner. That's still the original. We have a old rat banner.
Ooh.
From the original rats. We have I think this is Wally's Kingdom's banner. We have.
Beautiful.
We have the Far Mountain Dwarves, which is far most the impressive banner we have. And then we have the Pine Shade Monster Hunters, which has its own little hangar, as you can see. Moving on
Amazing.
from there, we will move on to the. Let's see here. What do we got? These are really. I mean, there's one thing here. There's the original Fennec stereo player. Stylophone is
Incredible.
what they're called. Yes, stylophone. Yeah.
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
It's original from the Fenix. Over here is where we have our weaponry. A old Imperial cannon, a orc warplane that we
What
were
is this
able to
one?
scour Scorch Rock. Oh, that's I'm pretty sure that's Barrel Boy's eye.
Yeah, that's his eye.
Oh God. Oh.
I personally ripped it out.
Yeah,
That must be difficult.
so he's missing an eye and an arm, which we'll get to later.
That must be quite difficult.
This warplane was scoured from a old battlefield. Some say the artisan was a Woof Woof, a very well notable orc of the time. Some orc original cannon from the Great War Machine, the Great Wog Machine, as they would say.
Yeah.
A chaos cannon. Well, it's pure now. We've cleansed it, but it's there, made by Anarchy Boxes, and we have a dwarven cannon right here, made by Anarchy Boxes again.
It's still active.
A 100% unarmed bomb.
Okay, it's unarmed. Thank God.
Yeah, 100%, definitely unarmed.
So what happens if I put a lighter to this end then?
Oh well, you don't want to find out. Orc defensive cannon that they used for their bases most of the time. This is an orc hammer that they used for their battle bots. Oh, actually, they use these for traps, if I remember.
So what you're saying is that this is a war hammer.
Yeah,
this was on a boat.
This was on a boat. Yeah. So these were used to smash boats. This is actually one of the first original battle bots to ever exist.
Did this
I
battle
know who made
was
this.
this the battle bot that fought the Great Beast?
Yes.
Ah.
This is actually a prehistoric ancient ballista that was before constraints and worked without the constraints.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
We have the glorious dwarven gyrocopters made by the great artisan Froby Lobry. Say his name.
The Great Dwarf.
The Great Dwarf. We have a Pine Shadium Ballista by Oreo Nebula. Also, here's not to be any, but this is a Kukanite airship cannon.
This is the one they were not permitted to use, right?
That is correct. During the ban of airship warfare. This is a, do not ask us how we acquired this, but this is a Tappa from a Stampa. That we were able to acquire in totally not gruesome warfare. Here is the arm of Barrel Boy himself by Archidon.
You couldn't get the lamppost, so you just decided to go for the whole ass arm, huh?
He has a very strong grip, as you can tell that he still has.
He's still holding on.
It must be quite furious. It must be quite furious now. Bloody hell, I don't want to see it.
We have a donkey that made by Oreo. But we're just going to use it for the. Yeah, we're going to use it for the Imperial City. This is a ogre cow or an ogre ox by Smartcore. We have Mr. Sausage Fingers.
That abomination. Fuck.
And look what we have right here. We have.
Oh my God!
No.
We have Grandma.
Oh, she is unanchored. Thank God.
Recently acquired. Thankfully, they will. All these specimens will be in the Imperial Zoo. Jesus fucking Christ, Chop.
Pick up that can. Put it in the trash can.
Wouldn't
No,
We-
it's beautiful.
we have original Daleks from Sean
Oh.
Starr.
I remember these. Yeah.
He's not very happy about us having them, but he gave them to us willingly. So
Nice.
Don't walk too close to it.
Yeah,
You
these-
showing
these
her
are-
around?
Yes.
these are actual Fennecs from the Foxborough town that we were
Wow.
able to capture.
Frozen in
here
time.
is-
Why they have a little something on their chest there that is
it was not made by us, by the way.
Mm,
It was made by Spencer.
yeah.
This is Captain Crayfish's ex, which he has very little right to visit, but he does have rights. We got
Oh, God.
Scribble's Chihuahua dog right here,
Ooh.
and we have a Kukanite. All the names are on the label.
I see.
We have a crab that Captain really insisted on us having.
Speak of the devil.
But
Captain is here.
we're not really sure what to do with this huge ass crab, but
You,
Cook it.
You telling me that I didn't actually have to leave the PC?
What?
Feast.
well, the interview is done. The interview
Yes.
is done. But
Oh,
we're
you did.
going.
Yes.
Well, I would like to be told. Sometimes I like to talk to my friends.
This is a captured kobold by Oreo Nebula, and these two beasts, right? Oh my God, why is everybody joining?
Because you're not responding to my pings, and I'm really tired.
We're in an interview. We are interviewing the Emperor at the moment, or finishing.
I assumed you guys were done because Giggy is here and Captain is here.
Giggy
and
has been my assistant.
I
So you
think
guys
it's
can
Running
time.
in.
You guys can listen in. Do not interrupt this. I must go through every relic specifically.
Can I
Uh,
join the game?
Yes, it's on my private server.
Givey.
I won't interrupt.
This is a spider made by Chop Chop. I think many of people.
I see.
Chop Chop kind of gives these out. 'Cause he likes them.
Yeah,
And,
I have the troll and
yeah.
I also have the spider.
The two. By the way, two-toed troll only has 2 toes. If you didn't
Whoa.
notice.
Genetically modified.
I know a troll that has like 1.5 toes. It's kind of scary,
So-
actually.
Here we are at the weapons. We have the Hammer of Chaos. It's pure. Don't worry. It will not taint you if you wield it, but we do not recommend it. Made by a mysterious wizard. We do not know who he is. This is original orc weapons by Olaf. These are what the orcs used to stride in battle with. Over here we have the original Kahanet's
Kane?
saber. Yeah, the Kahanet's saber.
Oh yeah.
And we also have the Molten Hammer by Smartcore and the
That's a Pine
Hobgoblin.
Shadian relic, the Molten Hammer.
Yeah, and the Hobgoblin Katanas by Oreo, which are actually from his old build. We also have the Bramble Blade,
Which
we haven't been
I
able to
feel-
pull out. We haven't been able to pull out of the stone for some reason. So it's just in there. A ballista made by Owali.
if
And
you
it's
push,
Name's
if you
battle
push
axe.
if you push Grandma off the platform, she is not getting back up.
No, I got this. Trust me.
Ananame's battle axe, a Shura or a Daka, as the orcs would say, made by Woof Woof. We have a wizard staff that was confiscated in a skirmish. These two
Interesting.
shields were made by the Sweet Strawberry, and are from a Viking tribe, an old Viking tribe. We have a rapier that's totally not confiscated from that Fennec over there. We have a
Grandma,
musket
get up.
and an original musket from Fort Cerna. I think Grandma's a bit cooked over there. We have the original Orc tribe war axe that Olaf himself bore to battle. made by Zetazat. And here we have Aaron's triple-bladed great axe, Morningstar, jackhammer, spiky lance, rapier, scimitar, short sword, javelin, hammer, trident, warpick sword, made by Kimiko. And this is actually a very rare relic that we have from Rakamoni. There's not a lot of Rakamoni relics out there, as he does not build that much. But this
I
is the
see.
Armadillo Godsword by Rakamoni.
She's dead, Kimiko.
I wish. Nothing can
This
kill
right-
that old hag.
This right here is Dolch the Bolch's last helmet. This
Oh.
is the last thing we have of the guy. A hobgoblin armor piece. Another armor piece made by Dolch.
Very
and
beautiful.
An ancient blade by the wizard Alec. We do not know where it originates from, but it exists. Moving
Seems
on to
Very hollowed.
moving on to the
Do you want to continue this tomorrow?
No, I have to finish this now. This is
Okay.
the original Death to the Kira that was posted up during the Kiran invasion. It's still here to this day, and it is standing tall. This is the original Stormholdian crystal that was in their little courtyard that they had. This is a mosaic from Stormhold that they had in the back of the throne. This right here are some relics from Slock. We have some cool little rooftop thingies. A firefinder, which I thought was pretty cool, so we kept that because it's really well made. And a piglet.
Ooh.
We have a piglet here. It's cute.
Ooh.
You know.
Ooh.
Another little cute thing is from Ananame, which is the monkey. And it has a little
Monkey.
banana. You can see right there has a
This
little
monkey
banana.
has a long story.
Yeah.
And it ends here.
And then we have Kirotan by Fro, which I think Snake enjoys because that's a Metal Gear Solid reference. We have an Ogre Oxhide by Smartcore, an ancient crystal of sorts, as the wizard described it.
Aye.
We have some gems from the Imperial Mine. Actually, no, not from the Imperial Mine. This is from the Dwarven Mines in Pine Breeze, if I remember correctly. I think
that's
that
a
was Chop
rupee.
Chop. I think that was Chop Chop saying yes in his Dwarven tongue.
He's gonna say it's getting worse. It's getting worse.
This is a miniature Scribbles the Wizard. Right here is a decorated folding fan by Ananame. A rat-sized buckle by Fro that was made, I think, for Woof Woof. This is a time amulet from the original Stormhold. Here we have the the Emperor's first doubloon and the Emperor's Award, of course. Then we have the Orc Ship Helm, the Great Orc Ship Helm from Olaf. We have a compass here. I'm not sure where this compass comes from. I think it's from Captain Crayfish.
Captains.
These
No,
are
I
all
made
Captain.
this compass.
Did
And I
you?
made this bottle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's berries. Good. I think I should name tag these. But these are Captain Crayfishes. All these are Captain Crayfishes, made by Captain Crayfish himself.
I still don't
They're
see no
all-
green ship.
They're all well. There's an oak shaped chip right here.
You're never gonna see it again.
There's a Stormholdian amulets that we got from the markets. The last Pringle Ram horn to ever exist.
I see.
It's a
Is
very
that his horn?
yes. There's only one Pringle Ram in existence. They are a genetic
And
freak.
that's his home.
Yeah. The other one's in a house.
Yeah, this is the Gnome by Kimiko. Very peculiar gnome. This is a bunch of trapped fays by Ananame.
Could you confirm their status of being alive or not?
They are alive, but they seem to be in a constant state of fear for some reason.
Well, they should fear the Emperor.
This is a dwarven gramophone, which is like really, really cool, and I wanted it because it looked fucking sick, and Chop did a good job on it.
This is like first ever props.
Yeah. We have the golden frog for Slock. From Slock, you can even look. It's a symbol of friendship.
I see.
They're so
one of the-
wide.
A miniature of Spencer's, I believe Spencer's first ship, which is the Pegasus. We have an orc speaker from the original airship, the original.
Not a cool name as like the Dreadwake. Just want to mention that.
This is the original speak. We have the Dreadweight flag, by the way, Captain. This is the original speaker from Olaf's airship. Yeah, you gave it to us. This is another Kukanite relic, which is the Elden Ring Our Coconuts shrine. It's a meme. If you did not.
Is
know.
this a warpstone?
This is warpstone from a Skaven colony that we were able to purge, thankfully.
I see.
The floor is
pretty.
lava.
Let's see. What more do we got? We got
Was
this
that
huge.
radiation?
Yeah, someone got.
We got.
It might
probably
be
fucking
you.
Chop Chop.
I was gonna say. The second you.
Is there radiation emitting from your pipe now?
This is a Kukanite chessboard by Kukan.
I thought I recognized this. Yeah.
That is fully
Draconian.
functional, and it will be implemented into the palace. So whenever
war.
what else do we have, Snake? Do we really have anything else?
That's everything other than structural stuff.
Yeah, the structural stuff. I think this is from the cathedral. I think most of these.
I
are
helped
from Snake's
store
build.
all of this.
Yeah, Barry did sort all of this, thankfully.
Oh yeah, and you have your crown.
Let's not forget the Sunsokian wagon.
The Sunsokian
Take it
wagon.
out for a spin, unanchor it. Let's see. See how fast it's.
Does it actually? I don't know if it actually works. That's. We also have some food from Chive that we got from Smar.
Ooh.
Some cereal.
Some Roblox
Holy
years.
shit! It actually works.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's the Emperor Mobile. It's the Emperor Mobile.
Mug of ale isn't Chives. That's
That's yours, isn't it?
Yeah. No, someone made it for me. I can't remember who. Someone doing elven builds, and there was a piece for gift because I couldn't take.
Oh, we can also show off the ones in the actual palace.
Yeah, that's been.
Oh yeah, there's some in the palace. Yeah.
Kiffy's just doing their own thing over there.
How do you
Standing here.
use it?
I'm just using you guys as background noise so I don't fall asleep.
You don't want to see the glorious relics we got that we've collected?
I looked at them and I'm listening, and in my head, I'm trying to imagine what they look like. It's really helping.
I mean, I'm good at being descriptive, I guess. Come on, Chop Chop. I know you can't open the door, so.
I can open the doors. The fuck?
He's wider than you, dude.
Bro.
Shut up.
He is the door.
I want to be first.
He's built like a door.
Yeah.
Actually, no, the Emperor goes first.
We can show the Imperial Palace a little bit for the video too, because we showed it in the first one.
Yeah,
but
this
it was
is.
kind of like...
I think I'm gonna split this into 2 parts. One being the interview, and then the other being the tour.
Can you
Nice.
edit it out every time I talk ever?
No. That would be hard, Barry.
That would be really hard.
Like.
This is the observation dome where the people who cannot attend the council stand and observe.
Regular civilians, yeah.
I see the little servant down there.
Yeah, he stays there for a bit. He's got work to do later. He could take a break.
I see.
He
He's
can't
not
sit down,
He's
though.
not permitted to feel the floor yet.
No, he can't sit down though.
Oh, don't
Do not go
He's-
that. Everybody
waiting
go
for
this,
you.
go this way.
That's just falling down the stairs. We're
Go
coming, we're
this
coming.
way, and then all the way to the end. There shouldn't be anything in the rooms so far. We're still working on it. We're actually we're having problems with the instance limit as of now, but we're edging it. We're edging that shit. Snake is definitely edging that shit.
Oh yeah, it is a
This
challenge.
this
The-
is
Let's
where a
prep.
lot. This is where a lot of the relics are. This mural right here is a recreation of a great battle of Scania in the Ashami
See.
Seas. Where I don't actually know what the outcome of the battle was, but from the looks of it, it looks like it was a Ashami victory.
Indeed.
From the mural here, we have the siege of Fort Cerna, where the Ashamis defended greatly against the Scanians.
The Scanian rats.
Aye.
Yes. Right here we have a master-crafted piano, made from a Kirin, in fact.
Hold on, let me
By
let
Slock.
me see real quick.
Gonna try and play the piano.
Nothing but the finest at this table.
I would like to attribute the food on the table of being made by Smartcore. He, as you can see in the middle of the table, there is a little pamphlet that says, compliments to the chef. All these
Faces.
foods were made by them, and there's no human food, thankfully. But there's some Kirin food right there.
Some
Leaf Lover's Delight.
Yeah.
Look at the carpet, by the way. I have to say, it reminds me of home.
The
What
faces and the
happened to the-
faces.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
carpet. The carpet
This is
was
a re-
hand stitched by the emperor himself.
In my free
This is
time.
a really nice mead barrel.
The meat
This
barrel
one's
is made by you,
sad.
I'm pretty sure. But it's actually float arid. It is float arid a little bit, I think.
I think
Oh,
I've seen
damn.
these in the dungeon.
Yeah, they're pretty much like Chop Chop said it was okay to give away to people. If you come into the kitchen,
There's
Uh,
Kiz. He's
he
the
is the
cook.
cook. Yeah, he is the imperial chef. Because ogres know how to cook, I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
They
the
know how to cook.
ogre. Kiz, the cook.
Yeah, you might have seen him somewhere else. We have some fine Ashami spices on the shelf, some preserved wines. We have some.
Of course, Anarchy is the first one to go downstairs to the wine cellar.
Anarchy knows what's down there.
Yeah.
He booked it. Yeah,
Genetic
these
instinct.
bottles right here.
What are these bottles?
I made these
Master.
bottles.
You did.
That is
Yeah,
my
yeah. Yeah, those honey bottles were made by you.
I
Snake
love the
implemented them.
honeycombs.
Yeah, Barry made those. We used a lot of the Kukan set. Some of these shelves are actually originals from Asham.
Oh.
I made this shelf.
Yeah, Barry made that shelf. Steak really wanted it for some reason. He really wanted that shelf.
Which
Barry,
shelf?
what's your- the crate shelf.
This oven
Over
is
here.
also
Oh,
an
yeah.
antique, isn't it?
It is from the Viking village. It was actually Ananame's oven once upon a time.
Oh.
It was relocated. Down here we have some actual pretty good relics. We have some drinks. I mean, if you are into wine, these are some drinks from the Fennec tribes. Oh, they are pretty barbaric.
Black
we have some,
free to fight.
we have some original cheese drink from Stormhold, finely
Ah.
aged.
Hold on, can I get a taste?
No,
Oh.
do not touch this. You're a fucking goblin.
You should bring the rat alcohol stuff. What was it called again? The yellow stuff.
The golden mead. That's only if I get access to my Komodo 3 Lola account, which
Mm.
hopefully I can. But this is Sun So Cola given to the Orc war boss Olaf as a parlay after they rudely, how would I say, occupied the city.
I think this is just a barrel of oil.
No, it's Sun So Cola.
It
Yeah,
smells
feels so
vaguely
cool.
oil-like.
You know, it's been there for a while.
Why
It's
is
just
it in a
me.
metal container?
Now, Chop Chop, might you expand on this mead, this fine barrel?
This is Dwarven Stormbrew mead,
Oh, thank God! I thought it was orcish.
and this is one dwarf's daily intake.
Oh my god. Daily? Goodness gracious.
Oh my God!
How big are the factories to produce this stuff?
Oh,
Factories?
The day we're going through a drought.
Yeah, sorry, factories. More like entire kingdoms worth of bloody just meat
but yes,
production.
that is pretty much all of the thing right now. We're, as I said,
Beautiful.
as a last thing for the video to say is like, as the last thing to say to the video is like, this is a big community project most of all, and it is mostly
Absolutely.
a homage
Aye.
to the old Little Islands and most of the old builds. It was
Yeah.
really hard collecting all of these because most of these players don't play anymore.
I imagine so,
Um,
good lord.
so most of their stuff are hard to get, and most of the time, some of their save files are also corrupted because of how
Yeah.
old they are.
If we
So
could
it
get
is
Jobster.
Jobs. Yeah, I've been trying, but he is a busy man. He's a
Yeah.
busy British fucking gnome. He's a busy British gnome, I'll tell you that.
Busy
But
bee.
yeah, no, this. If you can upload this video, I'd love to show it to people, because this build is not actually in a public server, so nobody will
Yeah.
actually see this in a public server.
Not
This is
not until
the islands are done.
yeah.
Until the islands are done, it will be released.
Then I'm willing to let it be public out there, yeah.
Yeah, and once we have a place for it and like we're ready.
Even
Um,
before it's entirely 100% done, I'm still willing to
Yes, and this
publicize it.
build is going to be a huge build, as we're also going to have multiple accounts. As you know, a lot of modern builders uses alt accounts for their huge continents, but we're going to use alt accounts very smartly, and it's mostly going to be a few alt accounts as
I've
possible.
recorded upwards of 2 hours.
This is
So
a
you're gonna-
beautiful mural at the top of your
And that's
castle.
already after an hour of going through other historical events on documents.
You're
Beautiful
gonna have
fucking
fun
chapel.
tonight.
What did you
I
say,
like
Barry?
the mural at the top with the hammer and the skull.
Yeah, it is.
It
You
makes
should
me
look
feel
at
safe.
red. Yeah, this doesn't look like anything evil or heinous.
No, it's very. This is. It's actually.
What
the
is more
Sigmar-
human than a
What-
human
what-
skull?
what the
Exactly.
whole Sigmar thing is based on is actually Orthodox Christianity. They actually do use a lot of skulls, unironically. So it is actually quite based heavily on Orthodox Christianity because how it's pretty much an aesthetic at this point.
If I touch that bell, I die. I remember
You
do
that.
not touch.
Yeah.
Do not. We will cut off your tail.
If you touch the bell, a bunch of Skaven come out of the
Great Vermintide reference. This is actually a reference from Vermintide that Snake actually replicated to the fucking tiny detail. The only thing that's missing is that this goes up and leads down to like a fucking elevator.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Sure.
But this statue, take a moment to appreciate this fucking statue. This
It is
statue
great.
actually
It's
great.
lovely.
This is a statue of Sigmar himself.
You should look up. Look up
He
and
does-
see the snake.
He doesn't have to look up. Everybody's looking up at him.
No, I mean the very rooftop.
That's what's that again, Snake? I can't really see it.
Oh, you want the stuff on the dome?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the lures of magic.
Yeah. All the Lords of Magic. It's pretty cool. It
That's what all the symbols are.
I'm going
This
up.
is what we. This is kind of what we mean when we say like we're wanting to bring back architecture,
Hell
like
yeah.
very cultural architecture into the game. Like things like this kind of just makes the game feel cool, you know, like
Yeah.
actual beautiful architecture
Breathes
instead
life
of like
into it.
instead of like your average, you know, you see a lot of modern builds. There's nothing wrong with the modern builds. They're keeping the game alive and they're having fun. But
it's just kind of too basic. Like in a modern, like, you see buildings all the damn time, but you never see anything like this.
yeah, no, it
Few
is.
and far
Imagine this
between.
in virtual reality. Oh my god.
You could, well, you could put on your VR headset.
I could.
Yeah.
Fantasy architecture over modern just because it's so much.
It's so much what. Bro, you should just switch to your goddamn phone, Chop.
I am on my phone.
What the fuck is wrong with
That's
your
even
phone?
worse.
No wonder why it's so bad.
Oh, like, how is it so bad on the fucking phone? Like that horrible?
I don't know. How's this?
Ooh,
That's better.
that sounds a lot
That
better.
is-
Oh my god.
Yeah, that is like way fucking
is
better. Why
fucking
haven't you
better.
done that before? Haven't you done that
But
before,
you guys
Chop?
said it was echoing before.
I'd prefer
Oh.
echoing than getting blasted.
Yeah,
Well, like
you're
I don't know
radiation.
what it sounds like.
You should have heard yourself.
I was taking
I think you had a
I
radiation
will in the
damage.
recording.
Radiation.
No, that sound effect was played by Kimiko. Just said that it was Chop Chop.
Look
You
at
got
Sigmar's beautiful detailed face.
But no, I agree with Chop Chop. Like fantasy, not even just fantasy, just gothic architecture is very pretty.
It's very beautiful. Very beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah, but I know it's almost time.
Alright.
I'm
Almost.
excited for the future.
I am very excited for the future.
Oh,
The
yeah.
future of Little Islands is, I'd like to think, is in good hands.
Good. Keep that
well,
spark in you.
Whenever
Never lose
you,
it.
I am one
whenever
of the
you-
newer Little Islanders, I can say that.
yeah,
Still, I'm
Never lose it.
relatively young.
yeah. I would say though,
Waiting for the
tell me. Oh,
waiting
go
for the
ahead.
day Kiffy comes back and builds
I'm
beautiful
here.
terrain again.
If he
I
is back.
still have the airy. I am still working on the airy. I don't like having to deforest pine shade each time. Pine breeze, sorry.
Pine
It's
shade.
beautiful.
Is
Fine.
pine shade a fish?
Allegedly.
Fine shade of fish.